Hey,
Hello.
good evening in the kitchen with Jen and Ash again. So happy you guys could join us. I know it's a busy time of year, summertime, evening time, dinner time, but if you're here with us, thanks for being here. We have some really exciting information to talk to you about. Yin versus yang.
Summertime foods. What are you going to eat to keep yourself healthy? Because you know what? This watermelon here is medicine, and that's part of Ashley and my passion is to show you how. How do you eat this so that it keeps you healthy in the summer? Well, this watermelon is all about yin. Ash, tell us about yin versus yang. We want to give you a little background, a little theory so you understand how to eat seasonally.
Probably all of you have heard of yin yang, the symbol of the black and white. So here we have the yin-yang symbol. This represents oneness in the universe. And basically they are opposites, but without each other, one would not exist. So they're
constantly transforming,
completely interdependent, and it's basically the flow of life. The flow from summer into fall and winter into spring, day into night.
And actually when yin and yang separate, life ceases to exist. So summertime is
how do we keep those things in balance?
Right. So what's summer about? Summer is all the energy of the yang, right?
Hot, active, dry, having fun,
wanting to be outside,
staying awake,
hot,
working in the garden. The sun is shining on your back. Being outside, it's more dry. How do we keep yang in balance? Well, you'd think the opposite of these things, cooling. So if you look at the yin side, it's nighttime, it's restfulness, it's cold, it's sleep.
Yin is very feminine, it's very fluid. It nourishes our fluids and our tendons. And what's really important is in this yang time of year that we give ourselves enough yin nourishing foods to set ourselves up for fall and winter, because when we become out of balance in summer, it sets ourselves up for getting sick in the fall and winter. So if you're one of those people who say, you know what, every fall, every Halloween I'm sick, you got to look back to the middle of summer and see what you're doing. And more than likely, it was being too yang without enough yin.
Right, were you on the beach all day long without a break, going out at night, partying, drinking too much tequila, eating lamb, which is a very hot food, not a summer food really, actually.
Right, getting sunburned,
You
dehydrated.
need to have watermelon on the beach. You need to come home from the beach and be in the shade and rest. There has to be some balance in order to stay healthy.
And you need to come home and have one of our healthy mocktails,
Yay!
which we are going to pour ourselves and our lovely camera woman, Sarah. So the first thing we're using is bubbly water. Now, we love the canned bubbly water. You can take this with you to the beach. This is a great option for a little flavor with no sugar. Super important to lower that sugar. Or you can get yourself a soda stream, which you can make your own carbonated water with the soda stream machine, which is nice. So today what we're using is a little plain bubbly water.
I love the peach, so I'm going to use the peach.
Ash is going for peach.
And then what is in your garden? I happen to have a mulberry tree. So let's throw these just picked beautiful mulberries into the drink. Maybe you're at the farmer's market, maybe you have beautiful fresh blueberries, maybe you have some leftover watermelon. Throw your watermelon rind in there. I have lemon balm from the garden. Throw some lemon balm in there.
Now, instead of just throwing it in, you want to crinkle it up. This helps bring out the flavor, helps kind of start to break it down.
Also, I have some basil from the garden. These can be grown just in a window box. If you live in an apartment, throw some basil in there. And let's throw some kale in there. Super nourishing. Why not?
She's just crazy with it. Oh no.
This is for Sarah because I know she was traveling. She needs a little extra green. Here you
now,
go,
we are
lovey.
going to sweeten up a little bit if you'd like. Sarah, would you like a little maple syrup in there?
I would love some.
Good
Here,
idea.
let me give you a hand with that. Okay, hold on. Just a little touch.
Yummy.
The hairy poo in the
Yeah,
background.
and then
There
here's a
you
little
go.
secret. Swirl this lemon around. Your first
Ooh.
taste is a little fresh lemony flavor. Yummy.
Yummy, yummy. All for you, Sarah. And here is one for Ashley and one for me.
Thanks, Jen.
So the reason why we're making mocktails instead of cocktails is because Ashley and I are on the Time to Shine cleanse.
Time to shine. Woo! Toast to that.
We're going to be shining tomorrow because we've had mocktails, not cocktails.
Mmm.
Ooh.
Wow, I can really taste that kale.
That's for you, Chris Kobach. I fed you kale every day on your trip.
That's delicious.
Yeah, Chris.
Cheers. Okay, Okay, so let's get to it. We got 2 salads today. We've got a nourishing fluid salad, and we've got a heart beet balance salad. Ash, you want to take it away?
Follow us to the kitchen, please. All right, so I've prepped everything here just for sake of keeping things fluid and not taking up all of your exciting summertime. But as you notice here, we have some beautiful yin nourishing foods. What I like to do when I make a salad is start with the dressing in the bowl. That way everything picks up the flavor of the dressing. So I'm going to start, I have a little bit of olive oil in it, so add a little bit more olive oil. I'm thinking of filling the bowl, so I want to have plenty of dressing in here to flavor everything and tie it all together. And then I use some sea salt in here, plenty of salt, kind of thinking of the foods we have in here. So plenty of salt in there. And then I'd like to always use an oil, any oil that you like. We're using today olive oil and avocado oil. And you could always even just use an avocado mushed up. That would persist as oil as well.
Maybe give it a nice creamy texture.
Yeah. And then you always want to use an acid. So you could use a lemon or a lime. You could use apple cider vinegar.
Tangerines. I love to use tangerines in dressing.
Tangerine, that's a great idea.
So you're looking at a fat, an acid, and salt to make a very simple dressing for your salads. And this is important when you're doing cleanses because you really want to bring it back to simplicity.
And then we mix that together. I'm actually gonna do one more lemon in there.
So I want to talk a little bit about the choices and what we're making with the salad. Now, the cucumbers and the watermelon are really nice for summer because they grow. Their nature is to grow like yang. They grow quickly, they grow big, and foods that grow in the yang tendency tend to nourish yin. So this watermelon here has nice moisture in it. It helps satiate your hydration. Same with the cucumber is great. Cucumber's great for the skin. Jicama here we've added because it likes to absorb the oils and it picks up flavor really easily, gives a little crunch. So when you're doing a time to shine cleanse or any cleanse, giving yourself plenty of different textures is really important to satisfying your cravings.
All right, so once you get the salt in there, the salt really helps to bring together and basically emulsify the oil and the vinegar. You could always add a touch of Dijon mustard too. That really does a nice job of helping to emulsify, but this looks pretty good. So what I like to do next is add the herb, whatever herb you might choose. Basil's nice. And then the vinegar, the acid of the lemon will help bring in some of that basil flavor into the entire salad. And then I add the driest ingredient first. In this case, none of these are not dry. But let's go ahead and add the jicama in here first.
Now jicama tastes kind of like a potato apple. It's a nice combination, not too sweet, not too starchy.
And then we get that stirred in so it starts to gather some of that flavor there. And in this case, you know that your whole salad is going to be flavored. And this salad is going to be great tonight, but honestly, I think even better tomorrow after it's sort of marinated and cooked a little bit in that dressing.
And you might notice that we're actually cooking in large quantities right now because of the cleanse. So what Ashley and I like to do together is we cleanse together and then we split up the food. So we're gonna have this yummy salad and the other salad for lunch for the next day or two. Makes it fun because she cooks differently than I do and we're always surprising each other with different things.
So if this was to be your total lunch, you want kind of a one Tupperware kind of lunch for the cleanse, Jen, what proteins might you add into the salad that would be delicious? Oh, look at those watermelon balls. Yummy. Gotta try one of those.
Those look great. Well, I think I probably would do protein on the side, but you could do like pepitas in it if you wanted. You could do some
pumpkin seeds. Yeah.
Pumpkin seeds. You could do some slivered toasted almonds. Seeds
Walnuts.
are great. Walnuts. You give it a nice flavor. I think sometimes we get so attached to needing protein, which is important, but sometimes it's interesting to see what happens when we lighten our food, and that's what summer's about, not eating that heavy, rich foods.
Yeah, garbanzo beans, but how beautiful would this be on the side of maybe some red snapper?
Right, perfect. Delicious.
Yeah. There you go. So this is our nourishing yin salad.
It's so cute. I know. I can't resist. It looks so good.
And the watermelon with the basil, what a great combination. That would be a nice combination in your mocktail, actually.
So something really important to think about is, are you out of balance this summer? Now, summer imbalance looks like you want to stay inside. You're not liking the sunlight. You want to curl up and sleep. You want to be quiet. These are all very yin qualities, which are good to have. But in the summer, our natural inclination should be to want to get outside, to be active, to be social, and having that fun. So these meals that we're making here will actually help bring you into balance. So if you're an introvert or you've been inside a little too much, go ahead and make this, bring it over to your friend's house, and have just a nice, enjoyable lunch together.
Sit in the garden, in the shade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next salad, we're moving on. Heart balance salad. One of the organs in the summer that easily gets out of balance is your heart. Now, this is going to manifest as anxiety, a hard time sleeping, just not feeling grounded in life. So the ingredients that we use in this salad are going to help nourish that heart energy so that you can feel more grounded and balanced. The first ingredient we're going to use is actually in the convection oven here, and it's tofu. Now, if you watched our last Facebook Live, we really did it up with the tofu. We talked about how studies show now that tofu is no longer considered bad for estrogen, but actually helps estrogen. So Ashley made this tofu up here. Tell us how you made this, Ash.
Sure, so I, very simple, basically started my oven at 400 for a bake. And then I simply sliced up the raw tofu, drizzled some avocado oil on it, sprinkled a dash of sea salt on there. Not much, because I think you're going to add some ume plum vinegar as well.
So what we're going to do is just drop this in the bowl here. Keep it simple. That's our whole theory, is just keeping this simple.
I'm so excited that I feel like I can eat tofu again.
Now, if you don't know about this is ume plum vinegar. This is like one of the things that if it's not in my kitchen, I feel lost. It's very, very salty, but it's actually salt from the ume plum, which is really good for digestion.
Helps with nausea, helps boost the immune system. Very grounding, helps with kidney energy.
A little goes a long way. It has a beautiful kind of pink color to it. So we're going to just sprinkle that on. Now, tofu is sort of like jicama. It wants to absorb flavor. By itself, not so good. But you put a little flavor, it's delicious. Speaking of flavor, look at these. Aren't these just the cutest things ever?
Spoonful, but can I show you guys why these are called spoonfuls?
Spoonful tomatoes. These came from Ashley's
This
garden.
is a teaspoon. This is how tiny these are.
Now, the flavor difference between these and these is quite significant. These are store-bought, but because we're cooking in bulk, this is not going to go the distance. So we're going to add just some other colors and flavors. And in fact, I'm not going to cut these. Now, if I was making this for dinner tonight, I would cut these in half. They'd be easier to eat. But because I want the salad to last for a few days, I'm going to keep them whole. And then I'm going to think of it as an adventure when I'm trying to stab them with my fork and they're flying all over the place. So we're going to just dump these in here. I'm going to leave the baby ones till later because they're super delicate. Now, radishes. Radical radishes are super awesome. Now, you might have noticed when you're at a Mexican food restaurant, why are these served with your food? They are actually spicy in nature, so if you eat one, sometimes you're a little like, ooh, that's kind of spicy and pungent. But what they do is they help cool you internally, and they help cool hot heart energy. So I got these, and these are actually nice and mild radishes, so I'm going to dump a whole bunch of these in here. I've sliced them really thin. They will also, like the jicama and the tofu, want to absorb flavor very quickly. We're going to add to this a whole bunch of cilantro. Cilantro is great when you're doing a cleanse. It helps detox the body, helps detox heavy metals. It's nice and gentle. It's got that great, yummy flavor. Add that to it. Then I'm going to give this a little stir here, kind of getting it ready for the rest. Ooh, why not use some fancy salad tongs here?
Look at those colors.
So see how fun that looks? I mean, that just makes you want to eat it right then and there, right? Looks great. So we have a few other things to add to this. One of them is avocado. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add, I've cut the avocado, I've scored it already. And all I have to simply do is scoop it out of here. And as I go, I kind of break it up so it's not, they like to stick together. if you're new to avocado. Avocado is great because it's got all the healthy oils in it. When you're doing a cleanse, you want to make sure you're getting enough healthy oils. It's good for your brain. It helps nourish your muscles and ligaments and tendons. Good for your heart as well, the omegas. So we got the avocado in there. Then I'm going to dump our cute teaspoon tomatoes in there. Now here's what I want to show you, making a dressing. This is the way I like to make dressing. I've got lime juice, I've got avocado oil. See how nice and dark and rich it is? And I dumped in some salt in here. That's it. That's all I'm using in here. If I wanted to get fancy, I could add cayenne, because cayenne is similar to radish in that it warms you up, but it actually in the summer helps cool you down. So you put your olive oil in a jar like this, and we shake it really good. Shake to the left, shake to the right, shake it all up. See how nice that looks? Now it's ready to be dressed on your salad. And arugula. I don't want to forget my beautiful arugula here. This is definitely going to be for dinner tonight. I'm going to just actually kind of stir this in the top, so when we eat this tonight, we get that fresh arugula. But if I were making this for my lunches for the week, I would leave the arugula out and put that in the morning.
So arugula, as you might remember from our last Facebook Live, which is published earlier, you can go back and re-watch that one, is one of our cruciferous vegetables. And we were teaching you the importance of eating them raw. So this is a nice raw cruciferous vegetable in here, which is all of these foods. I know you think of this as, oh, arugula, tomatoes. All of these foods are superfoods. They are medicine. We don't even realize that our earth has given us these incredible foods that we don't honor enough as medicinal.
Right. I mean, if you think about it, everything that you put in your mouth, every chance you have to eat can either work for you or work against you. And really what we believe is it's about balance. Of course we like to have fun. Of course we like to have a cocktail or some dessert occasionally. But most of the time we're focused on, I'm choosing to eat this because food is medicine. And that's what the Time to Shine cleanse is about. It's about harnessing the power of the sun. If you notice, my awesome LifeWave patches here that I'm wearing, I'm on day 2 of a 5-day detox protocol. So each day we use these patches on different points, different acupuncture meridians, to gently detox different parts of the body.
Here's mine.
Here's Ashley's.
I've already started my evening protocol because I'm planning on jumping in bed hopefully a little bit early tonight.
So I'm right now working on my triple warmer meridian, which is actually helps balance the body. So if you're always too hot or always too cold, you might notice when you come in for acupuncture that some of these points get needled along this meridian. Also, if your immune system's low, this is a great one. This one's on the pericardium channel. I'm protecting my heart, summer heat. I like to sleep. I don't like to be anxious, so I'm wearing these together. Now when I go to bed tonight, I'm going to plug this in. This is a carnosine patch. Carnosine helps repair your body on a deep level. So that's why Ashley's wearing hers for bed tonight.
And these are just phototherapy. There's nothing actually on. There's no drugs or anything, or there's not actually carnosine on the patch. It's working with light energy.
It's working with the infrared that your body's naturally emitting. And these, we're using these during the Time to Shine cleanse, but you can use these anytime. We have ones to stimulate stem cells that are amazing, to help you sleep, to help reduce wrinkles and boost collagen, to help you lose weight. There's a lot of different ways that you can use these. If you're interested, actually what we'll do is we'll post a link to some information about that. And if you're interested in the Time to Shine cleanse, it's a choice of 5, 10, or 15 days. And each day you'll run through a different patch location detox protocol mixed with dry skin brushing to reduce cellulite. Who doesn't want a little less cellulite when you're wearing your bathing suit on the beach? And to detoxify the body, boost the digestion. These salads are used in that. We're going to be using this digestion powder as part of our
prebiotics and probiotics, so really helping to clean out your intestines and support healthy bacteria in the gut.
We also have a greens product by Nutrigen too that we use during the cleanse, which is great in the afternoon to just give you a boost if you're tired.
We have a question coming in on a call.
Yes, please.
Does this come with the cleanse and is shipped to you, or do you order this on your own?
It all comes together to you in one easy to use kit.
You get a little box sent to your door. You open it up. It's got all the patches you need. It's got the digestion plus the greens. It's got a lymphatic brush. Gives you a little booklet of how to use everything. But then also what we do is you have access to our online members only area that teaches you about this. We go further into depth. We talk about foods. We talk about the body, because our goal isn't just to give you some products and say, ooh, do this for 5, 10, or 15 days, you'll feel better. It's to teach you how to eat seasonally so that you can carry it on throughout your life and you can use it with your families and your friends.
And it's a really beautiful, easy to use course. You follow the little modules and pretty much just videos. So even if you want to listen in your car, or easy to watch, you're not like reading tons of stuff. And we'll be doing another Facebook Live within the next week, going into more recipes and detail about how you can be the most healthy this summer.
So join us, follow us along with this. These are some of the recipes in the cleanse. We give you a lot more. And actually our next Facebook Live, we're going to talk about what you can do on the barbecue to grill up veggies and fruits and all sorts of yummy treats. So we hope to see you there. Let us know if you have any questions. And as always, food is medicine, and Ashley and I are here to show you how.
Summertime shine!
Cheers!